Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at something that could be a total game changer.
Yeah.
For anyone out there who's feeling just swamped with customer messages, all those different platforms, trying to keep it all straight.
Oh, absolutely.
So we're doing a deep dive on Como's CRM's AI chatbot features.
Okay.
And we've got a really detailed explanation of all this right here, so we're going to be digging into that.
Awesome.
You know that feeling when you're juggling like WhatsApps and Instagram DMs and Facebook messages
Right.
and emails
Yeah.
all at the same time, trying to, keep your business running smoothly?
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So what if you could manage it all in one place?
Right.
And maybe even automate some of those
Yeah.
tasks that just eat up all your time?
Totally.
That's what we're going to be looking at today.
Yeah, and what I think is really interesting about Como CRM is that it's not just about, organizing your messages. It's about understanding where your customer is in their journey and using that to actually give them a better experience.
Interesting.
And save you a ton of time.
So it's not just convenience then, it's actually strategic.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. So help me understand that a little better.
Sure.
What does it actually look like
Okay.
to understand the customer journey?
So imagine you've got this complete timeline of every interaction a customer has had with your business. Like from the very first time they visited your website to their latest purchase.
Right.
You can see it all, right? And that's where this unified inbox idea comes in.
Okay.
It pulls together all those different channels.
All those different platforms.
Yeah. WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, email, even stuff like Zoom or Calendly.
Wow.
All in one place.
So you can really get that big picture.
Exactly. You get that holistic view.
Like all the puzzle pieces are finally coming together.
Right.
But I have to say, even with all that information in one place,
Yeah.
it still feels like it could be a lot, right?
Yeah, it could.
So how does Como help you actually manage all that?
Okay, so that's where the automation features are really, really helpful.
Okay.
Think about all those frequently asked questions you get.
Right.
What are your prices? What are your services? When are you available?
Yeah, all that basic stuff.
Exactly, basic stuff. Instead of answering that manually every time,
Every single time.
yeah, you can just set up automated responses
Oh, yeah.
using Como's chatbots.
So the chatbot's basically acting like a virtual assistant.
Exactly.
24/7.
24/7.
Yeah.
And that frees you up to actually focus
Right.
on the more complex stuff or even just to take a break.
Exactly.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and you're not leaving customers hanging.
Right, because they're still getting information.
They're still getting what they need.
That's a really powerful concept.
It is.
But what about those situations where a customer needs a little bit more than a canned response?
Yeah.
That's a great question. And you're right. It's important to remember that automation is about making things better.
Right.
It's not about replacing humans altogether.
Yeah.
The goal is to handle those routine tasks so you can actually focus on the conversations that require a real person.
Right, where you need to connect.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. Now, I know Como also has this feature for categorizing conversations.
Yes.
They use tags or something.
Yes, tags, exactly.
Tell me more about that.
Okay, so let's say a customer just bought something from you.
Okay.
You can tag that conversation as post-sale.
Right.
Then you can trigger a message. Automatically thanking them for their business and maybe offering them some, helpful resources.
Like tutorials.
Yeah, tutorials, FAQs, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Or let's say someone's asking about a particular product.
Right.
You could tag them as pre-purchase.
Okay.
And that could trigger a whole different set of messages.
So you're essentially creating different paths for customers.
Yeah.
Depending on where they are in their journey.
With your business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's more personalized.
Way more personalized.
But what if you've got a whole team of people handling customer service or even virtual assistants? How does Como fit into that?
It actually lets you bring your whole team onto the platform.
Oh, wow.
So everybody can see what's going on. You can even assign conversations to specific people.
So everybody's on the same page?
Everybody's on the same page, and customers get consistent support no matter who they're talking to.
That takes a lot of the guesswork out of it.
Absolutely.
That's really good for busy entrepreneurs, I can imagine.
Yeah, totally.
So this all sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But how user-friendly is this?
Right.
Because sometimes these platforms
I know.
can be a little intimidating to set up.
Right. You don't know where to start.
Exactly.
But Como is actually really user-friendly.
Okay.
You can just sign up with your Google account.
Easy.
Super easy. And they even have a 14-day free trial.
Oh, wow. Nice.
No credit card required.
And so linking your WhatsApp, for example, how does that work?
You just scan a QR code.
Oh, that's super easy.
Super easy.
So they've really thought about making this accessible.
They really have.
To people, even if they're not super techie.
Absolutely.
I like that. But we haven't even touched on the AI chatbots.
Right.
I know they handle those automated responses.
Yeah.
But how sophisticated are they?
Right.
Like, what makes them different from those basic chatbots?
Yeah, those ones that just give you canned responses. That's where it gets really interesting. Because these AI chatbots can actually learn and adapt.
Really?
And that's what we're going to delve into next.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's get into that.
All right.
Okay, so we know that Como CRM has these AI-powered chatbots that handle those automated responses. But you mentioned they can learn it and adapt over time. That sounds pretty impressive. How does that actually work?
Well, it's fascinating because these chatbots, they don't just follow a script.
Okay.
They can analyze customer interactions. They can identify patterns. They can even predict future needs based on the data they gather.
So it's like having a virtual assistant that gets smarter over time.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it.
Okay, I like that. But let's get specific. What's a real-world example of how this learning and adapting actually plays out?
Okay, so let's say a customer is chatting with the bot. Asking about different product features, right? The AI can analyze their questions. And determine if they're showing strong buying signals.
So, like, what kind of things would it be looking for?
Well, for example, if they keep asking about specific features that are related to, say, a higher priced plan, the chatbot could automatically offer them a comparison chart.
Oh, smart.
Or even suggest scheduling a call with a sales rep.
Oh, wow. So it's not just passively answering questions. It's actually helping you identify sales opportunities.
Exactly.
And potentially even convert leads into paying customers.
That's the idea.
That's huge. What about on the customer support side?
Yeah, so there too.
How does the AI enhance that?
Let's say a customer contacts you with a complaint.
Okay.
The AI can actually analyze the sentiment of their message.
So, like, how frustrated they are.
Exactly, how frustrated they are.
Yeah.
And then route them to the appropriate team member.
Oh, okay.
Or even escalate the issue if needed.
So they're getting to the right person right away.
Exactly. And that can make a big difference in customer satisfaction.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Instead of, like, making an already frustrated customer wait even longer.
Right. You don't want to do that.
They're getting directed to someone who can actually help them immediately.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
And that kind of proactive support.
Yeah.
It can really build trust and loyalty.
I could see that. But isn't there a risk with all this automation? That things will start to feel impersonal.
That's a great point. It's a valid concern.
Yeah. What about that human touch?
So it's crucial to remember that automation should complement human interaction, not replace it completely.
Totally.
And Como actually addresses this in a couple of ways.
Okay, how?
First, the chatbot can be used to set clear expectations with customers.
Okay.
So, for example, if you're not available to respond right away, the chatbot can let them know when you'll be back online and ready to help.
So it's about managing those expectations.
Exactly.
And making sure customers still feel valued. Even if they're interacting with a bot.
Exactly.
Okay, what's the other way? Como maintains that human touch.
So remember how we talked about integrating your team into the platform?
Yeah.
That's key because you can actually set it up so that if a conversation gets too complex for the chatbot to handle, it seamlessly transfers to a human team member. So the customer gets the personalized attention they need.
When they need it.
Exactly, when they need it.
That's a really good balance, I think,
Yeah.
between automation and human connection.
Absolutely.
They're using AI strategically to give the best possible experience
Exactly.
for both the business owner and the customer.
That's the goal.
I'm really impressed with this platform, I have to say.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But let's be practical.
Okay.
All this amazing functionality has to come at a cost.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
That's something we can definitely dive into.
Okay, let's do it.
Ah.
What's the price tag for all this customer service magic?
Well, the good news is
Okay.
that Como is very transparent about their pricing.
Okay, good.
Which is always nice to see.
Yeah, I like that.
They offer a range of plans to suit different needs and budgets.
Okay, so what are the options?
Well, they actually have a completely free plan.
Really?
Yeah.
A free plan with all this?
I know. It's pretty impressive.
That's the catch.
So the free plan is really designed for like solopreneurs
Oh,
or
great.
very small teams, people with pretty basic needs.
Okay.
It gives you that unified inbox we talked about,
Great.
some basic chatbot automation, and some contact management tools.
So even if you're just starting out,
Yeah.
you can still benefit from like the core features
Exactly.
without having to spend anything.
Exactly. You don't have to spend a dime.
I love that.
Yeah.
But what if your business starts to grow and you need more?
Right. So that's where the paid plans come in.
Oh,
And they give you a whole bunch more.
like what?
So you get more sophisticated chatbot customization.
Okay.
You get detailed analytics so you can track how your customers are interacting with you. Enhanced team collaboration features.
Okay.
You can even integrate with other platforms like Zoom, Calendly, things like that.
So you're basically building this whole customized customer service ecosystem
Exactly.
that can evolve with your business.
Exactly. It grows with you.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
But how does the pricing work for those paid plans?
So it's based on the number of users you have
Okay.
and the specific features that you need. So it's really flexible.
Like that.
Whether you're a small business with a couple employees
Right.
or a larger company with a dedicated customer service team.
They've got a plan for you.
They've got a plan for you.
It seems like they've really made this accessible
They really have.
to businesses of all sizes.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We've talked about the unified inbox,
Right.
those amazing AI chatbots,
Yeah.
the flexibility of the pricing,
New different plans.
and so much more.
Yeah.
But I want to bring it back to the listener for a second.
Sure.
Why should they care about all this?
I think the biggest takeaway is that Como CRM is more than just another software tool.
Okay.
It can actually change how you interact with your customers.
Right.
It frees up your time. It helps you provide amazing service. And ultimately, it helps you grow your business.
It's about working smarter, not harder,
Exactly.
and creating a more sustainable experience
Yeah.
for both you and your customers.
Absolutely.
So I want you to think about those tasks in your day
Okay.
that feel repetitive or time-consuming.
Mm-hmm.
What could you automate with a system like this?
Right. What could you take off your plate?
And what would you do with that extra time?
Yeah, that's the question.
Would you focus on developing new products,
Right.
connecting with clients on a deeper level,
Maybe just take a break.
or just take a break? The possibilities are endless.
They really are. It's about empowering you
Yeah,
to build stronger relationships
with your customers.
with your customers and to really create a more human-centered approach.
I like that,
Yeah,
to customer service.
absolutely.
And on that note, I think we'll wrap up our deep dive
All right.
into Como CRM.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.